Cass is going to show you how to make your MLA 8 Works Cited page for your health research paper. I've opened up a new Google Doc for my Works Cited page. I've also got my Google Drive open. This is where I'm going to get most of the citations that I need. So I'm going to go ahead and insert my header by going Insert Header and Page Number, and selecting this first icon. It's going to put the number 1 in a gray box for me. I'm going to move my cursor in front of that and type my last name, hit the space bar one time. So now I've got that header in there. I'm also going to go ahead and title my document Works Cited, and I'm going to put that in the center by coming up to the menu and clicking Center Align. Once I hit Enter, I want it back on the left. This is not formatted correctly yet. We're not going to worry about the formatting until we get all the citations in there. All right. So with those things done, I'm going to come over to my drive. I'm going to find all of the research that I have saved over the last couple of days. The one at the top for me here on the right-hand side is from Teen Health and Wellness. So why don't I start with that one? I'm going to open that up. I need the MLA citation. I can see that this is a 32-page article. So I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom to where it says Citations. And the one that I want is the article citation in MLA 8. So I'm going to highlight it, Control or Command C to copy, come back over here and paste it in. Again, the formatting is all wrong and I'm going to fix it later. Okay, so I've got that citation. Then I need to find the citations from my ebooks in the orange folder called GVRL. I'm going to open that up, open up the articles in my Google Drive. The part at the top here is not an MLA citation. So you have two choices in regards to where to get the proper MLA citation. You can scroll to the end of the article to where it says Source Citation, MLA 8th edition. And you can copy and paste it from there. Or you could go back into the article itself, into the ebook GVRL database, and then go Tools, Citation Tools, and get it from there. So those are your options. Okay, let me go in and grab my other MLA 8 citation from my ebook. Again, not this part at the top. That is not an MLA citation. So I'm going to come to the end, highlight everything, Control or Command C, paste that in. Okay, so I'm done with that. The only other thing I need, I've got my ebooks from GVRL and I've got my Teen Health and Wellness database article. I need my student resources article. So I'm going to open this one up. Same deal. This part at the top is not an MLA citation. I need to go to the bottom of the article and get the MLA citation from here and paste that in. Okay, so these are my ebook and database citations. The only thing I'm missing is an academic website. So I used this website from Harvard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use EasyBib to get my website citations. So I'm going to start by copying that URL at the top. I have my EasyBib tab open. EasyBib maybe has changed a little bit since the last time you saw it. You need to click this box here that says I only want to create citations. And then for those of you who have used EasyBib, this part probably looks familiar from here. So I'm going to paste in the URL for the website that I want. And then this is where people tend to make some mistakes with EasyBib. You can press the Cite button, then EasyBib will give you what they found and what they need your help with. So you've got to provide the publisher sponsor and the date published. You'll see on this next screen that it shows up in these orange boxes. It says add in any information you have below. The starred boxes are strongly suggested. So sometimes you won't be able to find this material. If I go back over and I look for a specific author on my Harvard website, I don't see one. Sometimes you have to dig a little bit. I happen to know, because I've checked before, that the Harvard Health Publishing doesn't list specific doctors' names, but look around a little bit, see if you can find it. I do see a published date here, April 2014, and I know that's one of the things it wanted to tell me. So I can come in and put April 2014 as my published date, and I can click Complete Citation. Okay, my citation is right here. So finally, I'm going to paste that one in. The one thing you may need to add to your EasyBib citation is an accessed date. So if I say I'm accessing this on today's date or yesterday's date, I just want to type that in. Okay, I've got all my citations and now it's about the formatting. I am going to Command or Control A to highlight everything on my document so that I can change it to Times New Roman 12 and that I can change it to double-spaced, everything double-spaced. All right, I also want to make sure my header is in Times New Roman 12, and I need to change that by itself. Okay, this is all part of this first citation up here, and we have all kinds of formatting stuff going on. So let me just take out some of these extra spaces. So I've got one big list of citations. The next thing I need to do is put these in alphabetical order so you can kind of scroll through what you've got. My citation that goes first is AR, so I'm going to Control X and paste that one at the top. Looks like I've got two others that start with A, attention deficit, that goes next. Then this one. Okay, and then I have B, and then H. Okay, so now it looks like they're in the right order. So I've got my citations. They're all on the page. They're in Times New Roman 12. They're double-spaced. There's no extra spaces between them. They're in alphabetical order. Now what I've got to do is this cool trick called a hanging indent. I want to highlight just my citations, and I'm going to use these shapes at the top of the screen. I'm going to grab both the blue shapes, and I'm going to take them over to where it says 0.5. That's half an inch, and let go. And then I'm going to grab just the top rectangle, and I'll leave the triangle there. I'm going to take the rectangle back to 0. And now it does the hanging indent so that you see the first part of each of your citations out at the margins, and the subsequent lines go in. Now this one needs a little correcting here. All right, so that's how our citation should look. Now, we also have to make these links links. So I want to go in, highlight the actual URL part, and click the link, and turn that into a link. So you want your links to be active. And sometimes you're going to get that happening. Sometimes you may have to Control-C to copy the link, and then when you click the link button, paste it in. That's what I had to do for that one. And sometimes you can just highlight and click the link and it'll turn it into a link. Okay, I've got one more to turn into a link. If you have any unusual shading, any funny spacing, please ask for help today so we can make sure that we get your works cited page looking perfect before you turn it in.